You're here. Well, you know what? If you weren't here, then it would mean that I was talking to a spirit. So I'm glad you're here. Now, your wife's name is Susan DeWater, and you're Stephen. All right, and your monthly income is above 1,200 a month, correct? What's your current occupation? Well, thank you for your service, sir. Navy personnel are amongst my favorite service professionals in the military, and we definitely thank you for everything you've done for our country. Absolutely. Now, let me pull up your legal matter, see what we got here with you and your wife. And which did you serve in any actual uh, recent combat, or has this been some time ago? In '97. All right, all right. Now it looks like you bought a house with an in-law suite. Now we're being told it has to be torn out, and you're in Las Vegas, correct? That's right. No, absolutely. So listen, just because you bought something a certain way doesn't mean it was the right way. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, Mr. DeWater. Yeah, they're definitely yeah, they definitely are liable, and we want to see what the liability is going to be for the cost to tear it out and put it back to the condition it was supposed to be in. So our law firm is Dempsey Robertson Smith, and our main office is at 1130 Wigwam Parkway in Henderson, Nevada. And we've been practicing law since 1992. And our attorneys have an average of 18 years of experience. I don't know if you're familiar with Martindale and Hubble, but it's the oldest attorney peer review rating system, and we have the highest rating with an AV rating. And we do everything from family, probate, wills, trust, estate planning, personal injury, wrongful death, medical malpractice, criminal, bankruptcy, corporate, business, contract, civil litigation, both on the plaintiff and defendant side, and government security clearance issues. So this is a law firm that is definitely very prepared, skilled, and knowledgeable about fighting these types of legal matters. Now, the best thing about us, have you hired an attorney recently or any time in your life? All right, so just so you know how it works is, no, that's okay. I want to educate you how the system works and why we're better. So currently, the way the system works is you have to hire an attorney or retainer. And what a retainer is, each attorney that you call is going to have a different amount of hours that you have to prepay for. And the average attorney cost around the country is 250 an hour. The average retainer is about 10 hours. So you're looking at about 250, I mean $2,500 for a retainer. And then once you pay the retainer, the attorney will bill you out for everything from the consultations, from the contract, the document review, the letter writing, everything they're going to need to do to start your legal matter. And at the end of it, if there's any money left over, they'll refund you. And if there's not money left over, which most times it's not, you've basically spent that on your legal matter. So it's a pretty expensive proposition to try to tackle things. And what we did is we did the same thing that, yeah, it is. I mean, and it almost made me nauseous when I first experienced it. Now, what's great about my company, Legal Shield, is we operate a lot like medical insurance, except we're better. There's no copays, there's no deductibles, there's no claim forms. You basically call our law firm once you're a member, and anytime you call our law firm, you get an attorney that specializes in the area law that you have an issue in that will consult with you on an unlimited number of hours for free. Now, of course, you bought a house, so there was some paperwork you had to sign for that, correct? All right, and so what we need to do is review that paperwork to see what we can find in that paperwork that will help support your claim. And then once we find that, the next thing we need to do is write a letter, make a phone call to the person or persons that are going to be liable for tearing out and putting that back the way it is, which is going to be the sellers. And one of the things, like I said, is we specialize in not having to pay a retainer. It's a membership fee. It's either a one-time fee of 600 for the year, or we can break it down into 12 payments of $50 a month. Which one would you prefer? You know what? That's the same one I prefer. And my wife and I have been subscribing to those 12 payments of $50 a month for the last 12 years. And the great thing about it is the attorneys help us on an unlimited number of matters for free. Now, I don't plan to get into legal problems like this, do you? No, exactly. But here's the great thing, when you don't plan to get into something and you can get somebody to help you, it makes things a lot easier. And especially when they're professional. See, medical insurance makes sense because I don't want to Google or ask my friend or family member how to take care of my health. I want a medical professional to do that. And the same thing with my legal issues. I don't want to Google or ask my friends and family to give me legal advice because it's complicated and it changes all the time. So, for me to be able to do that at a fixed cost and to be able to get representation for free on certain court matters makes sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to you. Don't judge my wife. She's a great woman, but she got 4 traffic tickets in the last 4 years, and you can imagine what that would have did to my car insurance, right? But now here's the great thing: for that $50 a month, we get unlimited representation in court on traffic tickets for the entire family. And so each ticket that she had, an attorney showed up in court and made sure that she got 0 insurance points on her license. And in fact, our insurance record is so good, we just got on with Liberty Mutual and saved $2,400 a year on our insurance. Does that make sense? Absolutely. And so, even though your issue is a homeowner issue, and we definitely want to take care of that, any of the other future issues you're not expecting to happen, we want to get in front of those too. And all we want you to do is to agree to pay, and we're going to agree to make sure we help you and your wife for the issues you expect or the ones you don't expect. Like, for instance, we do like the wealthy do now. If I get into a dispute with somebody, I call my attorney, and my attorney writes letters, and they've actually gotten us thousands of dollars in returns on letters they wrote, and we didn't pay anything for them. And so, it makes sense to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. And I just want to make sure that you definitely have this so that you can worry less and live more as you and your wife progress through the stages of your life. You're a veteran, you're somebody that definitely deserves peace of mind, and we want to make sure we give it to you. Do you have any questions so far about anything I told you? Yes, sir. We're a 47-year-old company, and we started out at a need from the founder of our company, Harlan C. Stone Cipher. He was involved in a motor vehicle accident, and check this out: the lady hit him, crossed the double yellow line, and found out he had a couple of speeding tickets. She sued him back in '69, and he spent $3,000 defending himself, and he won, but he felt like he lost because he spent $3,000. He said there must be some type of insurance that would have paid for my legal bills, and it wasn't, so he created it. Is that not honorable? And so that's really what we, yeah, absolutely. And that's really what we want you to experience is, when you create something out of a need and you can help 1.8 million people, which is what we're serving in the US and Canada right now, and we just opened up in the United Kingdom as well. It really is something that you can get behind and feel good about what you do, which is what I do. I feel good because, a lot of people don't know what to expect and how to get the help they need. And for me to give them unlimited access, makes me feel great, especially since I know the benefits of having this. So, what would we need to do to get you started today? We can take a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. Which one would you prefer? Mm-hmm. So it's actually a law firm, and it's a legal plan that that law firm participates in. It's just like if you went to your local doctor and asked them, do they participate in Aetna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield? Same type of medical professional, but you just don't pay the price you would pay out of pocket without insurance. We're legal insurance. So we definitely are wanting to help you and your wife to save money on your legal bills and to get a fight without having to pay the full price. So I actually represent our law firm, and no, a lawyer is not going to. So just so you guys know, you can call around if you want, and you can check just to make sure. But no attorneys are standing by to answer calls and to talk to people that haven't paid them anything. Although they do offer free consultations, the majority of them are not calling back. I mean, especially for legal matters like what you have. And one of the things we pride ourselves on is being fast and responsive to legal matters. Have anybody else called you? Have you looked for help anywhere else? All right. Would you like to? Because I don't mind if you want. So no. This is there. You go. We're not about so legal advice is not something people give for free. So I know you thought that you can put some information online and some attorney was going to stand by to give you some free advice, but they'll be out of business if they did that. So again, we're not free, but we're heavily discounted, which is not something you will be able to get anywhere else. But if you're looking for free, I mean, of course, you can continue to look. I don't mind. You can call me back or not. We're not here to sell you anything. We're here to help people that are looking for help. And if you guys are looking for help, we're the best in the business. Okay. You were just looking for what now? I'm Well, I can assure you, you do have a case as an executive director with the company. What you just described to me, you do have a case. The question is, do you want our help or do you want to do it on your own? That's correct. Or one-time payment of 600 for the year. So, here's what I want you guys to understand. We're a nationwide network with over 6,900 attorneys and 39 law firms in 50 states. No matter where our clients have an issue, we have attorneys that are standing by to help. The only difference is we don't charge a retainer fee like everybody else would to start helping you. It's a flat fee of either 50 a month or 600 for the year, and no matter where you're located, we can help. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So the name of the game is this. People have all different types of legal matters. That's why I read off to you all of the practice areas that we have, because what we want you to know is we're a one-stop shop. So we're not one attorney. This is thousands of attorneys. Number one. Number two is managed by a law firm. So you don't have to call each attorney each time you have a different problem. You call our law firm, and our law firm gives you one of the attorneys in our network that's going to help you from start to finish. And majority of what we do is free, and what we don't do is is discounted by a 25% discount. And that's unheard of in the legal industry, but it's the value that we give people and have been doing for 47 years. Does that make sense? Yeah, you know what? I never used one before either, but when I realized why I need to use one all the time, I started to use them all the time, especially when it's a fixed cost I can afford. Now, let's get to the chase. Can you guys comfortably afford 50 a month? If not, there may be free options for you that we can look at. So you said, all right. That's basically, what you want to do is you want to pay less for more services, and that's what insurance allows you to do. It's a leverage tool, and we're allowing you guys to create leverage because normally, like I said, my law firms are for hire outside of this service. But again, you're looking at $1,500 or more to get started, and I don't think that's, as somebody that's a financial guru, it wouldn't make sense to spend $1,500 when you can spend 50 and get started, right? So would you guys like to think about it? Because I don't mind. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to twist your arms. I just want to give you guys the opportunity to have a fighting chance. I do know you have a case, but again, if you need to do some more background checks, you want to call some more law firms, you want to verify what I say, I'm okay with that. And you can call around. Yeah. Legal Shield, not Zoom. Legal Zoom is something else. Yep. Hmm. It's disappeared. There you go. There you go. Man, you got it. You definitely understand it, sir. Yep. Let me send you guys the email, and you can look at our law firm. You can look at our sample agreement, and yeah, please talk it over. Because, like I said, I don't want you to make a hasty decision. I want you to make the right decision on the right thing for your family. So, I'm going to have Mr. Trayvon Brown, the gentleman that connected the call to us. He's going to send you out an email with a link to the law firm. I want you to review our attorneys. It's also going to have our sample agreement that's going to list all of the free services for the $50 a month. And then it's also our savings and discount program, which is like no other. It helped us to save about $800 last year, which is more than our yearly payment. And it basically makes it free. And, I want you guys to review it. When do you think you get back to me after you review it? That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's around the corner. So you want to call me back in a day or two? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we can definitely get an extension through a lawyer. Yeah, not through yourselves though. You're right. So do you guys want me to get this information sent out, or what do you guys want to do? Because I got to get ready to move on. All right. Um, we should already have that. Let me just make sure I have the email. I have SUZ as in zebra DH2OWORK at gmail.com. All right. All right. Let us get this email. Yeah, let us get this email out to you guys. And if you can review it, reply to it, whether you want us or not. It's okay. We don't want to keep you on the calling list if you don't, but if you do, one of the great things about us is I can have you on the phone with one of our attorneys within 4 business hours or sooner, so we can actually have somebody assigned to this today. But it's up to you guys. All right. Hey, I appreciate you, sir. My name is Sean, Sean. It's spelled like Sean Connery. I know it's weird. My last name is Walker, Walker. That's me. I'm an executive director with Legal Shield, and we definitely look forward to serving you guys both now and to the future. So either give us a call, email back, and we'll definitely go next steps when you're ready. All right, no problem. Take care. God bless you both. You too. Bye bye.